Yes. I know this is day late, but I just gotta revel in this. I had to make a video in this news because it's the end of a era, an end of a failing journalistic company that had to finally say, F it, bye. Because beauty, destruction, and having to know what celebrities' junk looks like was not becoming profitable for BuzzFeed News. I know. Before you correct me and come at me and go like, BuzzFeed is still around. Yes, technically BuzzFeed is around. BuzzFeed News, their news division, is closing, sort of, but actually yes. But this is not good. The reason and we'll get into this, but this isn't good for BuzzFeed, and we'll get into some of the crybabies who are like trying to cope with the idea that, no, this is fine, that the actual good side of BuzzFeed is shutting down while the other side is staying up. That's not a good sign, especially for a company that has actually been hemorrhaging money for a long time. Shout out to Clownfish TV, who have been reporting on this since, I want to say 2020 when I found them. Because what a lot of these companies were being propped up by was venture capitalism, and venture capitalism is drying up and there's not a whole lot of money left to give out. So, hey, all's well that ends well. You spend it all on talking about celebrity junk and woke ideas, and it hasn't turned a profit. But let's get into this. BuzzFeed is shutting down BuzzFeed News because it is not able to turn a profit. According to the memo, CEO Jonah Peretti sent to company staff Thursday, the digital publisher is laying off 15% of its employees, or about 180 people, across BuzzFeed News and other divisions. Okay. Yes. They're going to be actually shifting people around. But they are laying people off. They're laying 15 people off, 180 in total. Kind of tells you that they have a lot of people there that have pointless jobs that they're continuing to spend money on. Yet you're going to get rid of, hey, BuzzFeed News has some award-winning journalistic moments, and also they published on political side fake news all the time. I mean, Steele dossier, ring a bell? Yeah, thought so. This is the end. This is just another shark. But Clownfish did a report that another company was starting to suffer this stuff. Another one of those internet journos, like BuzzFeed. If it wasn't BuzzFeed or something else, like, these companies have been selling people off or firing people, terminating people for a couple years now. So yeah, now they're having to actually shut down divisions because they can't make money. Nobody goes to them. Nobody wants to interact with them. Nobody wants to know what a celebrity junk looks like. Nobody wants to know who has the bigger nose in Hollywood. Those things aren't cool anymore, and all of your actual cultural endeavors failed. People are tired of it. You decided to make posts about whiteness and things like that on the BuzzFeed side. Yeah, BuzzFeed is making maybe a little bit of money, but it still isn't profitable. These companies were being propped up by venture capitalism, which is gone. What is venture capitalism? Well, it's a bunch of guys deciding to just throw money at stuff and see what works, and, well, they didn't care. Well, now all the venture capitalism is like, yeah, we kind of want to make some money. We can't be giving out money left, right, and center, especially in our current economic standings. As we move on, going forward, BuzzFeed will concentrate its news efforts in a single profitable news organization, HuffPost, which is acquired by Verizon in 2020. From Verizon in 2020. I'm not even going to try to say his name again, memo. The company's flagship BuzzFeed.com site will remain in place. Yeah, Huffington Post might be profitable. Huffington Post isn't really legit either, and you're just shifting people around now, but you're shutting down BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed has been making money either. Again, a lot of this is based on money that doesn't exist anymore. So this is blood in the water. It's Iron Man 2 quote. And I know Iron Man 2 isn't the greatest. It's like art now. Like Broadway, not Broadway, but like Shakespearean art compared to what we get now. But there's a comment that the main bad guy, Whiplash says that when you make God bleed, the sharks come. These companies are bleeding, and this is their first full-on like wound to the face that we can actively see, which is a sign of the end's coming. This is just one of many that are going to fall. More companies like this are going to board up because the money's gone. You're not making money in. Nobody wants to talk about, is it racist to drink milk? Nobody wants to talk about that stuff. People want actual news, and some of the actual news we're getting isn't real news either. While layoffs are occurring across nearly every division, we've determined that the company can no longer continue to fund BuzzFeed News as a standalone organization, Peters wrote. Well, yeah. Twitter is either... I'm mainly seeing celebrations, but we are getting some, angry people, because we'll start with the angry. We got this one. A lot of y'all don't know the difference between BuzzFeed and BuzzFeed News because the news section already had real journalism. I mean, for F's sake, they won a Pulitzer. Yeah, they won a Pulitzer for the Steele dossier. I know that gets into politics territory, but that's the reality. They won a Pulitzer for something that was fake. That's what won them that prize. Their journalistic ethics went down the toilet. I know I'm more a Hollywood and cultural thing, but this is a culture moment where I'm laughing my butt off. Just because you won a prize doesn't mean anything. That is an appeal to authority fallacy, or an appeal, maybe not authority, appeal to, I can't think of the term right now. Like when you see somebody with a degree and you think that they're actually smart, when in reality they're dumber than a bag of rocks. That's what this is an appeal to. It's a fallacy. It doesn't mean anything. We got this. So devastated and angry for Lily and the rest of the BuzzFeed News staff. So many amazing editors and writers once again cast aside. How it started, how it's going. Well, it's my turn for personal news. I'm thrilled to say that the next week I'll be joining BuzzFeed News as news editor on the breaking news team. Back in the 21st. Oh, oh, that's even funnier. Almost 2 months ago, BuzzFeed shuts down its news division. Yeah, that's on you, woman. That's on you. She, her, by the way, even in her name. Well, we got this one. Case in point, the conservatives don't even know what they're crying about. BuzzFeed News shut down and they're tweeting about the regular BuzzFeed site. BuzzFeed itself is in a bad position. The fact that they had to shut down their news division isn't good for the overall company. That shows you they're bleeding money. Okay, well, it's going to continue when you have articles like this from End Wokeness. 37 things white people need to stop ruining in 2018. First of all, America. BuzzFeed. 20 reasons why white people can't be trusted. Besides, thousands of years of human history as evidence. BuzzFeed. How privileged are you? BuzzFeed. White people read this before you text your black friends. The fact of these things right here isn't good. This shows you the end is coming. These articles aren't making money either. And kind of why I actually like this meme right here, even though apparently people are got some views. I mean, look at this meme. Hershey's, Tampax, Anheuser-Busch, BuzzFeed. Yeah, comes for them all. Kind of like that meme. I'll give it a like. Yes, well-known downfall of Hershey chocolate. Can't find the stuff anywhere. Well, but we also got this one. This is Simon. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, but he's actually kind of cool if you ever watch. I get it. I'm getting into little political areas here, but he's the guy that will actually push back on Karine Jean-Pierre. For those of you who don't know, she's the current White House press secretary. He actually does pushback, and he's from Africa. He's freaking hilarious. Anyways, attacking me. This guy at Matt Mitt, I'm not even gonna try, who claims to be VP Communications for BuzzFeed Inc., came to attack me in a DM. He's so mad I tweeted, at BuzzFeed News is closing. He wanted me to retweet that while BuzzFeed News is shutting down, the parent company is still standing strong. He then insulted me. Please read more carefully and stop misleading your followers. It's deeply dishonest. This is a guy from the same digital media company which gained notoriety for publishing the now debunked Steele dossier. The dossier was funded by Hillary Clinton campaign and used to push the discredited hashtag Russia hoax, talking about misleading the people and the nation and the world. See the person trying to lecture after trying to destroy an entire presidency with a lie. Yes, I know. Getting a little political. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. You guys can probably figure out where I am. The reason I'm pointing this out, though, is the fact that this guy came after a really good reporter, a guy who, whenever he gets into his matches between Karine Jean-Pierre and him, I laugh because it's funny. I gotta say, it's funny. But when he's posting this, he's being honest to you that these aren't the signs of a company doing good. These are signs of a company in decline. You're losing money. Huffington Post. Yeah, Huffington Post might make a few bucks. I think I've done a few HuffPost articles on my channel. That doesn't matter. That seriously does not matter. If the rest of your divisions are actually shutting down, the fact that you had to shut down a division is a sign of bad times coming. BuzzFeed ain't gonna be doing good either. But it all ends in a beautiful, beautiful moment from Adam Waldman. The wonderful Adam Waldman. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? In memoriam, BuzzFeed News. BuzzFeed shuts down its news division. Okay, what do we got here? Well, BuzzFeed News. Separately, the jury ruled that Depp had defamed Heard in one of 3 counts in her countersuit through his lawyer, Adam Waldman, with Depp ordered to pay her $2 million after Waldman called her allegations a hoax. Well, when you get all the way into it, yeah, actually, they wouldn't allow any of the information of the Adam Waldman stuff to come in, so, and they framed Adam Waldman. BuzzFeed News. Activists hit with copyright complaints over posts on Malaysian financiers. Claire I'm not even going to try. Brown site could be pulled after investigation into a jet-setting Malaysian businessman with ties to the Prime Minister. Don't know how that works. BuzzFeed vindicated over Steele dossier. No, you weren't. You were not. BuzzFeed News was always fake news. BuzzFeed News never gave you the true, accurate information. At one point they did. At one point they did some decent work. But then they got the virus. And as everything else, the virus destroys all. Get woke. Go broke. That is becoming more and more of a rule of the world. A law? More of a law, not a rule. A law cannot be broken. A rule can. Things around. I think that's how it works. I'm getting math right now. The end is nigh for BuzzFeed. I'm over here laughing and rolling around on the floor. and enjoying all the salt that is coming out. But let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. We will have Ball Busters tonight with special guests Hojo and Culture Casino, and I'll see you all there. Take care.